Okay, so I've been trying to read to get whatever information I can to prove the council isn't just full of dumb jerkwads. They overlook mostly everyone. So let me explain. Let's start off this topic with the villain nobody likes, Fenton. I know what you're thinking, but isn't Fenton an antagonist? You're right, but it wasn't always like that. Fenton used to be a hero, helping people with his power to manipulate fire with his mind. Fenton was a part of the council. He used that to help people until other pyrokinetics came. Other pyrokinetics were killing themselves by how sudden fire moved and how rapidly it moved. They didn't know how to control, so what did the council do? They banned it. Also banning Fenton from the council and prohibiting Fenton from ever using any flames. Later in time, Brant comes along. Brant was supposed to have the title Talentless from the council. He hated that, so like the dumb person he is, he joins the Neverseen alongside with Fenton. One thing Fenton did have was extreme control with flames and a craving for fire. But Brant had one of those, a craving for flames. So much so, he would kill Jolie. It's because he was really mad at her. Brant couldn't really control as good as Fenton, but Fenton did teach Brant to make Everblaze, a type of fire that cannot be extinguished with normal materials like sand or a fire extinguisher. I have no idea why an elf would have a fire extinguisher, but there could be that good guy on the Neverseen that and had a fire extinguisher and tried to extinguish it. That wouldn't work too well, would it? It's kind of a mystery if Fenton just wanted to get revenge on the council, or he was just craving so much to the point he didn't care if it hurt someone. But I do know he knows how to wipe memories from his own head, so his mind doesn't break. Now, how about we start talking about the council as a whole? Like, I don't know, Counselor Alina. Even if Sophie is right, Counselor Alina still finds a way to disagree with her and gets the rest of the council to disagree as well. Excuse me, but I thought you were only supposed to agree if it's valid, which it is. Also, why doesn't anyone talk about this? Oralie hates Alina, even as neighbors. Also, yes, Oralie and Alina are neighbors. Kenrick was once Oralie's neighbor until he died. Also, Oralie hates when Alina disagrees with everything Sophie says. Alina is just simply annoying. There can be some cruel counselors, like Emery. I hate Emery. He tricked Dex into hurting Sophie. Like, why? You don't do that. That's non-elf behavior. You don't do that. Does he feel any guilt? Also, I know this fandom has very few actual people uploading their thoughts on the series. Also, all they're doing is editing a picture and putting some trending song in it, like all my thoughts are positive about the series as a whole, but some of the characters are just bad in general. Also, even Keith describes the council being blind, metaphorically. I found the text after Sophie was looking in Keith's mind at Lodestar Book 5, and Keith started talking about the Neverseen joining forces with the ogres, and the council would be too blind to see it. Even if they did, like the gnomes, they would barely do anything to help the citizens. There are some elves in the council that have few exceptions, like Bronte, Terik, and Oralie. There once was Kenrick that supported Sophie, but he sadly passed away as a savior to Sophie, Fitz, and Oralie, a true hero to us all. You know what Bronte, Terik, and Oralie learned from Sophie? That all her actions are selfless, only doing it to find answers not just for herself, but for every single elf in the lost cities. Those counselors learned that Sophie isn't just one of the Black Swan's puppets. She is not a puppet, an actual puppet. She is an elf risking her life, questioning everything to find the right answer, and hoping of saving everyone because no one else can. Why won't the council see that? Do they just see her as a bomb about to be set off? Nobody except the council themselves can answer that. Sophie did teach 4 counselors that she was willing to do all in her power to help her world. Thank you, Black Swan. Thank you for making the mysterious Miss F.